of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation. The Arkansas Activities Association recognizes that athletes represent more than themselves in athletic competition. They represent their team, their fellow students, their teachers, and the community. Athletes who display good sportsmanship reflect high moral standards.
Here at Mills.
He's here to see a couple of
May
players.
I add your 7-0 undefeated Mills High Comets.
That's pretty cool.
Tonight we'll get started with our
Okay,
senior
Mom.
night. First
Love
we
you.
have
Bye.
Stephen John Alexander, football. He's been escorted by Vonda Alexander.
I'm shooting him walking
He's
through.
preparing to get his CDL license and become a truck driver. Stephen John Alexander. Next we have Anton Pierce. Anton plays football, baseball on the yearbook staff and runs track. Parents, Jermaine Anderson, Shanae Kane. His sisters, Addison Anderson, Alexa Anderson, and father, John Pierce. He wants to become a video game designer in college. He has scholarship offers from Army, West Point, Navy, UCA, and UAPB. Anton Pierce. Next we have Dakota King. Dakota plays football and baseball. He's been escorted by Robin and Scott King. We have Dakota King.
Oh wait, did you get the picture?
Y'all give him a hand. That's my man Dakota King. Next we have Daniel Brown Jr., who plays football, being escorted by his father, Daniel Brown Sr., and grandmother, Charlene Kendrick. He wants to go to college and major in management of business or engineering. Daniel says he's received an official offer from the Georgia Warhawks. Daniel Brown Jr. Next we have that dude, Jabray Shaw. Jabray plays football. He's been escorted by Monica Shaw and Jamal Shaw. His career in college is sports medicine. He has accepted a scholarship offer to University of Central Arkansas. Jabray Shaw. Next we have QJ King, who plays football. He's escorted by Jamie King, Javante King, and LaRon Pitts. He wants to major in business. That's my man, QJ King. Next we have Will Stanton, who plays football, been escorted by his mom, Candace Bozeman, dad, William Bingo Stanton, and sister, Madison Stanton. She wants to major in physical education and sports medicine. That is William Stanton. Next we have Cameron Dunbar. Cameron plays football and he runs track. He's been escorted by Anita Walker, his mom, and his dad, Anthony Walker. He wants to major in sports medicine. Cameron Dunbar. Next we have Renault Wilkerson Jr., who plays football, been escorted by Renault Wilkerson Sr. and Demetria Walker. By the way, he has a 3.0 GPA. I was told to point that out. Renault Wilkerson Jr. Next we have Jimmy Elliott, who plays football. He's escorted by mom and dad, Mr. and Mrs. Elliott. He is undecided right now on college. That is Jimmy Elliott. Next we have James Stevenson. James, he runs track and plays football. Being escorted by Edwina Sells. He is undecided right now in college. He's on the AB honor roll and has a 3.3 GPA. James Stevenson. Okay, I just got an addition. Give me 1 second here. Next we have Matthew Castell. He's escorted by Kathy and Eddie Castell, majoring in business and plays football and will play football at SAU. Matthew Castell. Next we have Jaquan Gaston, been escorted by Coach Marcus Bolden. He's going to UAPB. That is Jaquan Gaston. Now we'll move to the band. This is the band seniors. We have Jalen Miking Daniels. Jalen runs track, is in the band, in the orchestra, CSM for JROTC. He's a thespian troupe in theater. This kid is very busy. He's been escorted by his godparents, Donald and Amber Reed. He plans to get his master's degree in musical education so he can come back to Mills as the band and orchestra teacher. Jalen Daniels. Next we have Michael Gaston. He's in the band, plays the tenor saxophone, and he's been in band since he was in the 7th grade. He's been escorted by his mom, April Tate. His career choice, I want to go to barber college and get my barber license and open my own shop. Michael Gaston. Next we have Romeo Lewis. Is in the band, been escorted by Shimberly Elmore. He will attend Arkansas Tech University. He's also on the AB honor roll throughout high school and currently has a 3.6 GPA. A 3.6 and y'all won't clap for that, baby? Come on now. Hold on 1 second. Be switching out to the phone, please. Okay, Mr. Clayton. Okay, next we have C.L. Manalato, who is in the band, National Society of High School Scholars, and the Vice President of Mills. Been escorted by Mom, Janine Maldonado, wants to be an aerospace engineer. Currently attending UALR for associate degree, then move on to College of Engineering. C.L. Manalato. Next we'll move to golf, the golf seniors. We have Sydney Hood, who plays golf. Been escorted by Dad Philip Hood, Mom Micah Hood, and Keith Sanders, his first tee coach. I plan to attend the University of Arkansas in Little Rock to pursue a career in law. Sydney Hood. Next we have Junior ROTC, Jaleel White, who is in Junior ROTC and FBLA. Been escorted by Mom, Brandy White. Jaleel will attend the University of Memphis as a cybersecurity specialist. Jaleel White. Next we have cheer. We have Ariana Watkins, who's on the cheer team and Junior ROTC, being escorted by Gianna and Gia Harriet, little sisters. Ariana wants to be a trauma surgeon who's going to Howard University or Xavier University and wants to major in biomedical science. Biomedical science, my apologies. Ariana Watkins. Next we have Taryn Hervey, who's in cheer, being escorted by Kimberly Kendrick. And she will attend Prairie View A&M as an OBGYN and wants to also major in biology. Karen Hervey. Next we have Portia Williams, who is on the cheer team, also plays volleyball. Been escorted by Venus Boyd. Plans on attending Pulaski Tech and beauty school. Portia Williams. Next we have dance. We have Delandria Jones. Delandria is on the dance team. Been escorted by her mom, Amy, and dad, Daryl. Plans on attending UCA and being transferred to A State. Delandria Jones. Next we have Lyris Neal. She's been dancing for the Mills High Dance Team all 4 years of high school. Been escorted by Marla and Alonzo Harrison. She wants to attend UAPB, UCA, School of Dance, or Grambling, or JSU. Will be majoring in psychology and business to become a mental health therapist. Lyris Neal. Next we have Shania Selden, who is on the dance and track team, being escorted by Shakendra Selden, wants to attend Jackson State, UAPB, and or Grambling and wants to major in criminal justice is also on the A and B honor roll. And last but not least is Madison Wells, who's been on Mills High dance team all 4 years. Being escorted by DeAndrea Dee Wells, big sister, and is also an alumnus of Mills. She wants to join the National Guard or go to UAPB, Prairie View, or Morgan State. Madison Wells. Let's give a round of applause for all of our seniors at Mills University studies. Take all your pictures, take all your pictures. Thank you guys very much, and congratulations to all who attended. All the seniors, yeah, football players, y'all go get ready. We got some things to handle tonight. Let's practice right now. And another Mills High Comet. That wasn't loud enough, that wasn't loud enough. And another Mills High Comet. They're gonna hit that all night long. Captain Jada Good. The Arkansas flag is carried by Cadet Private Jada Gupton. The American flag is carried by Cadet Private Olivia Dunn. Rifleman Cadet Second Lieutenant Tanasia Highshaw, and Rifleman Cadet Private Brandon Hope. We ask that you all remain standing until both sides are done playing their high school alma mater.
Welcome, football fans, to Comets Football on the PCSSD Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. Of course, I'm Tyler Fountain, voice of the Mill Sports Network, along with my broadcast partner, Carlton Schutz, who is back in the building and ready. And I just want to introduce tonight's crew on production. Tonight we have Terry Jordan on the main cam, Linda Henson and is on the field cam, and also Terry Paxton. And Carl, I want to jump right into this pregame show. This game will be a hard-fought game tonight. Both teams have athletes on both sides of the ball, so athletes will be everywhere on the field. We have a couple of coaches and recruiters in attendance, so that lets you know how big this game will be. The Comets are 7-0. The Senators are 6-1, with that one loss coming from Pulaski Academy. And we all know that when you play PA, I mean, I don't even know if it counts anymore, Carl. I mean, we know what they're going to do to their opponent. But ever since that one loss against PA, the Senators have fought hard and have defeated every other team that they've played by more than 20 points except Maumelle, with the win against Maumelle only being 35-30. Carl, what stands out to you about these Robertson Senators?
The Robertson Senators is a very resilient group, Tyler. They come back off of the loss, the blowout loss to Pulaski Academy. They come back and win 6 games in a row, and they hold the top spot in the conference, even with that one loss being from a 6A team non-conference. So they are undefeated in conference play. They had a great game a couple weeks ago against Maumelle. They had their bye week earlier in the season, got them well rested and ready for this matchup. The Mills Comets are coming off of a bye week this week, and Coach Lee thought that it was critical after catching up with them. He said that he thinks that they are mentally and physically prepared. They got some guys, some good treatment and everything like that. So I think that this matchup will be a marquee matchup, not only in the 5A conference, but in the state. And I think this will be a determining game on how the state playoffs will go and what teams have to go on the road win. So this game holds a lot of implications on Arkansas high school football within itself.
And you are absolutely right about that, Carl. And like you said, we did catch up with Coach Lee. And if you remember earlier in the beginning of the season, he said that, yes, they won, but the team has to learn how to play team ball and not play as individuals. And he kind of touched on that once I asked him, how does it make him feel now seeing that his team is 7-0? And like you said, I mean, the team is very resilient. They know how to fight against adversity. I mean, they're not 7-0 for no reason. The team is special. And I'm just ready to see some action tonight. I mean, I'm ready for the ball to be kicked off. We're already in a great environment. It's senior night. It's plenty of fans in the stadium. I mean, you can't ask for much more, Carl.
And senior night, I remember it vividly. Yes, it was 6 years ago, almost to the day. Senior night is very big for a lot of these seniors, especially seniors like Daniel Brown, who leads the team in rushing, and QJ King as well, who leads the team in receiving. I expect those guys to step up big tonight, as well as these offensive and defensive fronts. It's really going to be interesting. Renard Wilkerson as well. We know what he can do on that defensive side of the ball, rushing the passer, as well as getting in the backfield, making tackles for loss.
Definitely, and I know you know all about the defense, so I will give you a chance to just touch on that here soon. But as you said, QJ King, he leads the team in receiving yards per game with 97.6. He's third in the division with 683 yards. And, of course, we have the cheat code. Everyone should know who that is. Jabray Shaw, who leads the team with 13 total touchdowns, leads the team in interceptions with 9, and leads the team in pick sixes. But not only that, like I said, this team is stacked. We also have Murdoch, Derek Murdoch, who was leading the state in sacks. He now only leads his team, and he only has 10 sacks. because he hasn't had one in 2 games, but he's still ranked number 3 in the state when it comes to those sacks. So, I mean, that speaks volumes. And last but not least, we have the young quarterback, Achilles Ringo, who leads the division with 2,050 total yards, and only 91 of those yards are from rushes. So that lets you know he has good pocket presence. He knows how to get the ball out quick. He knows what receiver he's going to, and he just has a good feel for his offense, knows how to keep his team poised, and goes out there and plays to win.
Achilles Ringo is one of the key players that I want to watch tonight, as I do believe that his play on the field and the composure that he keeps, even when things may not go as the Comets plan, I think that will be a big part of the rest of the team, because those guys really rally behind him and how he plays and how he keeps his composure no matter what adversity is faced. We've seen him do it many of times. They were down 19-0 at Whitehall. That comeback and leading that comeback, him and Tyler Johnson, really showed me how much he means to this team.
And he definitely means a lot. I mean, yes, he's young, but he is a gunslinger. He has control of the team, and I just had a chance to talk to him earlier before this game, and I asked him, facing off against another good young quarterback, which is on the Robinson side, I asked, are you looking to prove something or just help your team win in tonight's matchup? He told me he's definitely looking forward to a win, but he's also looking forward to proving himself against good competition. He feels as if he doesn't get as much recognition as he deserves, so he's looking to prove to college coaches, his teammates, and the doubters that he is capable of holding his own against any competition in the state. So that definitely speaks volumes coming from a young quarterback. He believes in himself, as he should, and he wants others to know that Ringo, his name will be on the map.
And let's talk about that matchup he has across the board. Standing at 6'1", 190 pounds, Quinn Murphy Jr., the sophomore sensation. He is very elusive. He has 12 passing touchdowns this year. He has a great pocket presence. He can really get the ball down the field. Great arm power for a sophomore. We know about the multiple looks and offers that he has as well. Like you said, these college coaches are here. I'm great to see Ringo motivated and a little fire lit up under him, as he should have in any type of competition. But we're going to take a short break here before we get to action, and we'll be back on Natural State Sports. And we are back on Natural State Sports, the Mill Sports Network. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. Tyler, before we get into the action, I want you to talk a little bit more about some of the captains that we have out here tonight representing both of these teams. We know it is senior night. I'm sure there are seniors out there ready to play, not knowing if this will be their last season or last home game of football.
Well, for our captain's card, we have Jabray Shaw, QJ King, Anton Pierce, and Cameron Dunbar. And it looks like the Senators will defer until the second half, and the Mills Comets will receive this ball to start this game off. But Carl, enough about the captains and all of that. You talked about Quentin Murphy, the quarterback on the Senator side, and that made me want to talk about Jabray Shaw, the athlete on the Comet side. He has 9 picks, leads the state, has 1 pick 6, and the kid is absolutely everywhere. I mean, he's phenomenal on both sides of the ball. I did have a chance to catch up with him and just ask him what the bye week meant for not only him but his team as well. And he said it helped them a lot with recovering their muscles and focusing on their concepts and coverages, which they know they will have to put to use tonight. So that Quentin Murphy, like you said, he's very elusive but also versatile as well. He can drop the ball in the basket, but when you have a kid like Jabray Shaw at safety, sometimes it becomes a no-fly zone. So I'm not sure if they want to go deep tonight, because if they do, I'm sure those cowbells will be ringing and people will be singing because Jabray Shaw will make his way to the end zone.
Yes, Tyler, I agree with that. I'm sure that coach for the Robinson Senators has, and the offensive coordinator has told Quentin Murphy to look out for Jabray Shaw. Let's see how much their play calling favors away from what they have going on, favors away from Jabray Shaw. And let's see if they try to get a lot of quick hits, get Charlie running out there, sort of like Pine Bluff did, had him running left and right around the field. That's somebody that we haven't keyed in on, but we know that him leading that defensive line, along with Caleb Sane, Renault Wilkerson, they are a force to be reckoned with, especially in the passing game. They get home a lot. Derek Murdoch he was the sack leader in the state, and I believe that he still is. He's had 2 games since he hasn't got home, and I still believe that he leads in that category.
And you're right, Carl. Derek Murdoch is one of those studs that you love outside of Charlie, Big Charlie as they like to call him. Murdoch is one of those studs, and you just have to watch out for him. I mean, he's everywhere. And as you can hear right now, the fans are getting loud. The band is playing, and it's almost that time.
It is almost that time, and I cannot wait. The Senators look poised on their side of the ball. The Mills Comets have come out with great excitement. And, man, this action is going to be one for the books. We're going to take a short break here before we get started, and we'll be right back.
And we are ready for kickoff as the Senators onside kick to start the ball, and they nearly get it, but the ball goes out of bounds.
That'll be great starting field position for the Mills Comets. Let's see what they can do with it as we get squared away here in the action. And I would like to see what Coach Lee comes out with. Not sure if he's installed a new offense just to get some versatility going into the shorter half of the season, as they've already passed the midseason mark going into the playoffs. And what do we have here, Tyler?
Well, Carl, the Comets come out in a spread formation, but the ref stops the play right here, talks to the quarterback. Not sure what's going on, but Carl, I think off top, I start with the pass, not a run, not the inside zone. I think you go to QJ King, who's lined up in that motion, and we already see that Charlie is getting some of that offense right now. But instead, the Comets start off with the inside zone as Cameron Dunbar gets tackled right there at the line of scrimmage. And Carl, you see too high up top for these Senators. Could you just tell the people what that defense is and what it can help stop?
I think that they're going to try to load up the boxes. I see 2 people on the edge. Looks like they have 5 linemen down front, 1 linebacker. You get a quick screen here. QJ King.
And QJ picks up a comprehensive wellness first down.
And that's what you're going to give up in that defense, Tyler. A lot on the edge, on the perimeter, a lot of quick hits that will combat with that stuffed inside, as we saw they stuffed the inside zone on the first play of the game.
We did. And, Carl, I think if these Comets just keep getting the ball out quick, I think this will be a pass-heavy game. And I believe that Ringo is ready as the Comets come out in doubles to both sides. Let's see if they get Jabray this ball here early. And instead, they go to Anton Pierce, who picks up another comprehensive wellness first down. Now, Carl, we know that the Comets have players on every side. I mean, you have 2 star-studded receivers on the left, 2 star-studded receivers on the right, and then you bring Big Charlie, who is the main defensive factor onto this offense, and I think that turns the offense into a powerhouse. The only thing that's been slow for these Comets is the running game. But when you can pass it like that, Carl, I mean, you run when you want to, and they throw another quick screen. That one is to Jabray Shaw. Like I said, his number will get called early. Spins out of a tackle, stays on his feet. A flag is thrown, and he picks up a comprehensive wellness first down.
Let's see what the laundry on the field is about. I'm not sure what that was there. But on the defensive side of the ball, the Senators do have a cornerback by the name of Gabriel Bonner, who does have 4 interceptions this season. And their pass rush is not the best. Julian Campos does lead them in the category of sacks with 3.5. But we'll see how much they can get home to Ringo, as he looks very comfortable and poised in that pocket.
He definitely looks poised. And also, I believe that poise will help this team get into the end zone. Not once, not twice, but the whole night. And the Comets line up. It is 1st and goal. 1st and 10, actually, from the 11th-yard line. And it looks like Charlie might go in motion right here, but he doesn't. Drops back to block. We have a rusher off the edge. Ringo throws the ball out of bounds and makes a smart play right there. Carl, the defense changes when you get in the red zone, and we see there that the Senators changed their defense just a little, and it threw off those Comets. What play can get them into the end zone right here?
I like the idea with staying with something quick, maybe quick slants instead of trying to go for the deep fade and things like that. But that was a great pass rush by the Senators, and also a great decision by Achilles Ringo to not force it in there, but to just get rid of the ball. They send a man in motion on a jet sweep. Not much there. Maybe picks up a gain of 1 or 2. And also, I have to touch on Ashton Williams, who is the senior middle linebacker for the Robinson Senators. He does have 15 tackles per game, Tyler. Not on the season, per game.
He has what?
15 tackles per game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All I can say is he is one of them. And we have Ringo, who they like to call Turk. He throws the ball, and he gets that ball to, I believe, QJ, and he is down at the 1-yard line.
And that is another comprehensive wellness first down.
And that Turk to QJ combination right there is very special. As I said earlier, QJ leads the team in receiving yards per game with 97.6 and is third in the division with 683 yards. And I guess we can add those yards to his total.
And I like that nickname, Turk.
And Turk goes right under center, and it looks like he gets in, but do they give it to him or do they call it dead? It looks like they will call that play dead.
Forward progress holds him up there, but that big frame, I'll be surprised if they don't go right back to him. Same play and get a push here as they bring in a more beefy package.
And the Comets are on the sideline to get this play call. I believe they go power formation right here. And maybe they follow Big Coop, the senior tackle that they have. Coop and Tree. And the ball pops out. The refs blow the whistle.
Offsides on the Senators. Moving it maybe a few inches, but not too far as they are on the 1 yard line, but they will replay second down. The mascot is out and ready as well. I'd love to see that mascot, Tyler. What about you?
Carl, you took the words right out of my mouth. A comet. I'm not sure where he came from. I guess he came out of the sky.
I've seen him fall out of the sky, but I haven't seen him just walk around like he is right now.
I haven't either. And it looks like we will be back for play, but we have a delay right here. Not sure what's going on with the ref and the player. But it looks like 51 has to come out of the game. That is Brandon Enlow. And you know what they like to call Brandon Enlow?
Sweet and low. They call them pork chop, extra gravy. We see you, pork chop. And it is blown dead again. Time out by the Mills Comets.
And it looks like they're going to try to get Enlow right back into the game by calling this timeout right now. And we know when the Comets call a timeout, it's never good for the opposing team. Coach Lee and the offensive coordinator, those two are two of the best when it comes to dialing up a play to get in the end zone. I mean, they're only half a yard away, so this shouldn't be tough. It is 0-0 with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this first quarter. Carl, what have you seen so far? The Comets have drove the ball down the field with, I believe, only 5 plays to be exact.
I don't like the decision to start it off with an onside kick. I believe they were in the PA Bruins bag with that one, especially to start the game, giving great field position to an already great team. But let's see if the Mills Comets can make them pay for it here as they replay second and goal out of the timeout.
And the Comets are back on offense. Looks like they stay away from that power formation they have, but this time they run. The quarterback sneak, and Ringo is in for a
Comets touchdown. Cornerstone touchdown at that.
hot boy Turk.
And he said he wanted to make a statement, and what better way to make a statement than to score the first possession of the ball game. Great possession for him.
And Carl, like you said, they weren't shying away from that quarterback sneak. You said you thought they should run it again, and they did just that. They ran it again, and that time they got into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
They have the saying, stubborn as a bull, but a bull always gets through the red flag.
And
High
now,
snap.
Dunbar breaks a tackle, but doesn't get into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That makes it 6-0. We are here in the first quarter still with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left. Ringo got into the end zone for that first touchdown of the game.
I do think that we will see the mix of Cameron Dunbar, who is a senior, along with Daniel Brown Jr., a.k.a. DJ. That backfield tandem will have to be established, as I'm sure the Senators are looking to make adjustments on some of the quick screens and quick plays that the Comets were able to get off on the first possession of the ball game.
You are right, but Carl, what I'm most excited about right now, this defense. Let's see what the Comets have been working on during the bye week. Are they prepared for these Senators and the running back that you highlighted before the game, Freeman?
That Freeman kid, I actually got a chance to play a little bit against his brother, and he was a special talent as well. They come from a great family of athletes, but with the combination of somebody like Freeman and then Quinn Murphy, man, you never know what could happen. So let's see what the defense does as the kickoff goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line, which will give them better field position than I'm sure that the Comets wanted on this possession.
Carl, you all right in here?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm a little fidgety. Man, I can't help but to be excited in the game such as this one.
You are right, and tonight we have a packed-out stadium. The Comets are getting their first chance at defense, while the Senators and Quentin Murphy are getting their chance at this offense. Carl, I want to know how many plays it'll take for this Senators offense to get into the end zone. Not sure if they will this series or next, but I will keep an eye on that one as Quentin Murphy sends his receiver in motion, and they run a quarterback draw right off the back, and he nearly picks up the first down, and it looks like they'll give it to him. So that will be a comprehensive wellness first down. Now, Carl, to come right out of the game and run a quarterback draw, they've watched film. They've seen how the Comets' interior defense can break down to those inside zones, but instead of using the running back, they use the quarterback to run right up the middle. And I think they're trying to make a statement right now to let the Comets know that Quentin Murphy is here to carry his team and see if they can get a win.
Doesn't look like he was set there, and that may be a false start on the Robinson Senators. I believe that is. And that will put them behind the yard marker, 1st and 15 on their first possession of the game, second play. I know they want to limit those mistakes and not give the Mills Comets an opportunity to operate in those long-distance situations that they like to operate in.
And we all know that the Comets are one of the best in defending when it comes to those long-distance situations. And right there, they run a jet sweep, and the Comets are there. Jabray Shaw makes the tackle and throws them out of bounds. And that brings up 2nd and long. And, Carl, like I just said, when the Comets get teams in 3rd and long situations, the Comets are one of the best teams in the state and their division at getting off the field. Those 3rd and longs are very dangerous, and teams need to stay away from those situations. But it's 2nd and long right now. Let's see what these Senators can dial up. They have trips right.
The jet motion, I believe, is to just open them up right over the middle for a pass. Let's see what they do here.
And the refs looks like they're going to throw a false start on Murdoch, but I don't believe he jumped. He flinched, but the ball wasn't snapped. Not sure how that works right now, but that will move the Senators up 5 yards.
Up closer to the original line of scrimmage.
And the Senators stay in that trips formation, have trips right at the top of the screen, and it looks like we have man coverage at the bottom. They send a player in motion, and they run an inside zone to Freeman, but Freeman is stuffed in the backfield for a 4-yard loss.
More laundry on the field. This is the 4th, maybe 5th penalty of the ball game. These teams are both excited, have a lot of adrenaline pumping. Let's see if these guys can get settled in here in their first drive. The penalty was declined, making it 3rd down and 11, where the Comets like to do their best work and create turnovers.
And we do know that they are one of the best in these third and long situations. Can the Senators get this ball moving as they come out and trips right again? They send a player in motion, but that makes it doubles, and that will be a false start on the offense as Quentin Murphy goes deep, and it looks like Anton Pierce was about to track that ball down, but misangled it, and I believe these Senators will be getting pushed back about 5 more yards.
Penalty actually is declined, making it 4th down.
And that punting team is coming on the field right now. The Comets did what they were supposed to do. They started this game with the first touchdown of the game. They've got the Senators off the field, the offense off the field in this first series, and now the Senators are dropping back ready to punt. And you know who we have back there? Mr. QJ. And that kid is special. He's the Wildcat quarterback. He's the receiver. He's the kicker, the punter. He's the everything. And he fair catches that one, but bobbles it and is still able to come up with it. But that one.
That was a close one. And I do not believe.
And I believe it'll be a flag on Charlie for actually running into the punter. He stopped the punter from falling to the ground, but he did run into the punter, and that gives the Senators another chance at life. He tried to avoid the punter, but not sure, so we will see.
I'm not sure what's going on here. Was it kick catch interference or?
It looks like the Comets will still have the ball.
And they declined that 5-yard penalty. They like the position that they had the Mills Comets in, so the running into the kicker will not affect the Comets in their starting position that they have.
Mr. Clean. And the Comets are out here. They come out and trips left. I believe that's at the top of the screen with QJ King at the bottom of the screen. Looks like he is in man, but that safety probably will be on top. And Ringo keeps that ball. Not sure if that was how the play was supposed to go, but Ringo runs out of bounds.
Looks like a busted play there. And it may be a holding penalty. Yes, it is, which will push the Comets back a little more here as we look. And yes, that is holding, making it 1st and what will be 20, or do they decline that penalty?
And it looks like they actually will scoop this ball back.
Half the distance to their own goal line. Backs against the wall. Now the Senators defense have a chance here to establish some momentum for the Senators as they couldn't get much going on the offensive side of the ball, and they did give up a touchdown on the first possession.
Ringo drops back. Throws deep, goes to Anton Pearson. That ball is thrown out of bounds. It is now 2nd and long, but we all know that means it is more room for real estate. More real estate, more room to work with. And these Comets are and the Comets, they come out, doubles to both sides. Ringo getting that call from the coach, getting his offense together. Carl, do you go to Jabray in this type of situation?
I just get my back from against the wall here.
And they do just that. And I believe that ball is caught by, I can't see the number on that one. That is number 4, Boogie, Tyler Johnson.
Tyler Boogie Johnson.
That is what they like to call him.
we know he can make a play as well, as we saw how he single-handedly took over that Whitehall game.
And the speed he has is blazing. And it looks like they come out and empty right now. Turk telling his offense, getting the receivers together, sends Jabray in motion. The Senators look like they're discombobulated, but they get to Ringo in the backfield, and they get a sack. And that will force the Comets to punt. Man, like I said earlier, this game can go either way. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. And that brings up fourth down for the Comets. But it looks like the refs also have threw a flag on the play as well, which will move the Comets back even farther. Flags galore right now.
Kicking out of your own end zone, it's not necessarily what you want to do, especially not in a game like this when the team is hungry to make a play and find any little bit of momentum to feed off of. But we will see how this goes for the Comets on their second possession as it stalls, and they are looking at 4th and forever. Did they accept the penalty, making it 3rd down, Tyler? It looks like they did, and it'll be 3rd and 22. Not sure how many yards that is. Cheerleaders are cheering on these Comets with high energy. Shouts out to them, as well as the band, who we know is one of the best bands in the state. The whole environment here at the U is just different, and you won't understand. Everybody on the broadcast, please make sure that you like and subscribe on Mill Sports Network as we keep you in the action, as well as PCSSD Sports Network. But it's nothing like actually being here, so I want to tell you guys that if you can catch a game, please make sure you do so. These Comets are 7-0, looking to make it 8-0 tonight, and it's one of the most exciting games to watch in the entire state every week that they play with all of the key star players that they have. Not sure what they're politicking about right now on the field, but it looks like it will be 3rd and forever. We've seen them convert on these type of situations. Coach Lee has a play for everything, but let's see what they do here. There's a delay in the action. Score is still 6-0 with 5 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first quarter of ball play. And there was a legal shift on the Comets. That penalty was declined, making it 4th down for the Comets. I think that's what the confusion was about. But they get it settled, and the punt team runs onto the field, kicking out of their own end zone.
And we are finally back The Comets are punting from their own end zone, and QJ King gets a good foot in that one, and the Senators decide to field it, and he is tackled as soon as he touched the ball by number 7 for the Comets, and we all know that's J-Bo.
Jalen Into is also one of those high-energy players. I love to see him play on that defensive side of the ball. He flies around. He pursues to the ball. If you want to find Jalen Into, you just look for that football, and I'm sure he'll be there dropping his location.
6'4". I mean, he's dropping the location, sharing it. I mean, I guess you can just go to Apple or Google Maps, and you'll find him. It's that easy.
It is that easy.
And Quentin Murphy gets back out there with his offense. They don't have far to go, only about 40 yards. Will they get into the end zone this time? They run an inside zone. He tries to bounce it, but Big Charlie is right there to stop him.
Pickup of about 3 or 4 yards. Not bad, just to get some forward motion going, making it second and medium. Mixing up that play calling right here would be great.
And Carl, I like how the Senators have big poster boards for their play calls. Not sure if you can see that far without the glasses, but they got some big poster boards over there, Carl. And it looks like they run a read option right there. And that is a textbook tackle. That was a gator roll, and that is RJ on the tackle.
Renault Wilkerson, I told you that guy's going to step up today. He's a senior. His heart is always in the game. I love the heart that he plays with. That's another guy that I just believe that he is the attitude of this team. Let's see what this third down play calling is like, as we haven't seen him put it in the air much.
And Carl, when it gets to third down, you have to watch Murdoch, because when teams drop back, he likes to get there for the sack. And this time they get Quentin Murphy, and he has to throw the ball out of bounds. And these Comets are here to play. And that brings up fourth down.
With an opportunity like this in this type of field position, I don't see that offense coming off the field here.
Carl, these might be the 5 hardest yards of their life.
Might be.
But this will be a tough 5 yards to gain right now. And do they keep it in the air with Quentin Murphy? Do they trust him, or do they run an inside zone?
They
and
definitely
they
trust their
keep
quarterback
it in the
here.
air, and he goes deep, has a receiver wide open, but overthrows him by a lot, not a little. And the Comets are up 6-0 here with 4 minutes left in this first quarter. Let's see if Ringo can get his offense moving. Can he take control of this game? Can he be the field general that we know him to be? And can he get this team in the end zone? Carl, I think they try to get Jabray the ball. Once again, he only has 1 catch, although this is their 3rd series on offense. I believe you try to get Jabray involved just a little bit more. The kid can score any time. And the Comets come out in trips right. That is to the bottom of the screen. We still have Charlie in the game. And let's see what the Comets do here. Ringo hands that ball off to Dunbar. He makes a cut, shows the speed, and is smacked, but was able to keep going. And he picks up 9 yards on that one, making it 2nd and 1.
Depending on the spot here, and actually he picks up a comprehensive wellness first down, and that is a great run by Cameron Dunbar there. Like to see that.
And the Comets come out in that doubles formation right there. Carl, what are you seeing from this defense as Rigo drops back, looks right, throws to QJ. QJ break. Oh, my gosh. And this time the ball is hit out of his hands, but the cuts that the kid can make, oh, my gosh, Carl. QJ is one of a kind. The feet are one of a kind, and you don't teach anything like that. I mean, that's just a God-given ability right there.
Hey, QJ, I know you like to tune in, and those moves weren't bad for a kicker. I'll tell you that, man.
And Carl, with this defense right now, what are you seeing? It looks like they're still in that same defense. They may have changed it just a little bit, but I'm not even sure you know what's going on.
Yes, they actually moved to one safety high, and they're backing the corners off on the trip side.
And I believe they're baiting them to throw the screen. As soon as the screen comes, they show it. But they throw the fake screen. Jabari makes the catch and gets in for a cornerstone. No, wait. They actually mark him down at the 1 yard line, and the crowd is going crazy.
And the stretched arm was not enough there, but the catch and run by Jabari Shaw. And whoa, before we get into the catch and run, let's talk about that pass from Achilles Ringo. Nobody had a chance to make a play on the ball, but his receiver, number 8, you saw it here first. Mr. Jabari, where there's a Jabari, there's a way.
Definitely, Carl. And like I said, the corners are playing off. It's baiting. They're trying to bait these Comets. And does Charlie get into the end zone? Looks like the Comets took a play out of Coach Andy Reid from the Chiefs playbook right there. And they don't give him the touchdown. But, yes, like you said, the corners are playing off, Carl. I said that's baiting the Comets to throw quick screens. They faked the quick screen, ran the wheel route, and you see what it came up with. 1st and goal from the 1 yard line.
Looks like he may have actually got that there, Tyler, but they backed him up 5 yards. I'm thinking it was a false start. So now they will be taking it from the 6 yard line. Let's see what this play calling is